Okay, so a video has just emerged of a pastor, a Presbyterian minister out of Chicago, whose name is David Black, of him getting shot in the head by ICE agents with a pepper irritant ball that is meant for crowd control. It is meant to explode into a gaseous, burst, but instead they shot him directly in the head with it. So now, David Black is joining a group of journalists and protesters who are suing the Trump administration over this pattern of extreme brutality from these federal agents. And I would say getting shot in the head is pretty brutal. Okay, so here's the situation. We have the ICE agents up here. They have their guns drawn on this crowd of protesters at this ICE detention facility. Here's the protesters right here. And then this is our guy. This is David Black in the black right here. And he's out there as a pastor, as a religious figure, using his voice and his religion as a way to say, stop the deportation, stop this violent assault on these people's welfare and well-being just for being in this country without a piece of paper, right? So here he is right here, and what do? They shoot him in the head. We already talked about this. Yeah, he goes down. A big white puff of smoke comes out, and then he goes down, clutches his head, people come to help him, and apparently, according to David Black, he can hear the ICE agents up here laughing after shooting him in the head with a pepper bullet. I do want to emphasize, David Black is alive. He is suing the Trump administration, but watching the video, it's pretty intense. Representative Joaquin Castro out of Texas made a statement on the matter covering these two incidents. This one right here is of a ICE agent pointing his gun at a U.S. citizen for the crime of recording him, because obviously that's illegal now. But here is our guy, David Black. He's had his arms out. He's preaching to these people, begging them to stop the unjust deportation of these people. And yeah, he gets shot in the head for it, to silence his voice, to silence his speech as a religious figure who is using his voice to try to do some good. And I just want to emphasize, this is the guy. This is David Black, the guy that ICE agents are saying is this dangerous threat, this Antifa, domestic terrorist radical. He's a minister. And I think it's important to note that David Black is not alone, okay? He is joining a lawsuit of protesters and journalists and reporters and now pastors in the Chicago area who have been brutally and unjustly maligned, assaulted, harassed by this administration and by these federal agents. Some of these people have had flash grenades tossed at them, tear gas, chemical irritants, rubber bullets, right? He is just one more person that has been unjustly harassed and assaulted by these federal agents. So great job, ICE. You're really making yourselves look like the good guys here.